Hey, it's Nat Green here from Rev Dental Marketing, and in this short video I want to show you how much hidden revenue is sitting in your patient database waiting for you to uncover it. Let's hop behind my computer here and I'll show you all the numbers. All right, so here we are. I've got a calculator that I put together for you here, and I'm going to use some extremely conservative numbers to show you how much hidden revenue that you have in your database. And I'll put a link down below this video here. You can click the button, it'll redirect you to this exact page that I'm on now, and you can insert your own numbers in here and play around with what you think works best for your practice. But again here, I'm going to show you some really conservative numbers. So the first thing you want to do in step one here is to input how many people that you have in your patient database. Now this would typically be people that haven't been in for at least 6 months. So maybe you want to start it at month 7 or month 8 or month 9 or something like that. And in this case, I'll put in 1,000 people here, which I think is probably very realistic. If you've been in business for any length of time, you probably have a lot more than 1,000. You might have 5 or 10,000 or more, but let's just be really conservative here. Then in the next field here, what we're going to do is put what response rate that we think we would get from people if we made them a particular offer. Now in this case, we would probably use something like a free teeth whitening kit, and I've got an awesome hookup for you that is actually below $10 per kit. So what's great with that, of course, is it only costs $10. It's not going to break the bank. It's got a high perceived value, and of course it's not going to take up any of the doctor's time, so it's win-win-win. So what we've seen in the past is anywhere from a 3 to a 10% response rate. Now, again, I want to go super conservative, so I'm going to enter 3, but what I do is 0.03 is 3%. If you want to go 0.05 for 5%, 0.07 for 7%, or 0.1 for 10%. But again, I'm going to do 0.03, be super conservative here. And then as far as the show rate, how many people who have responded saying they're interested in the offer will actually book an appointment and show up? Now, in this case, if they've already said that they want your offer, there's a high probability that they're going to show up. But again, let's be super conservative and say 50%, whereas a 90% would be high. So for 50 is 0.5, and then the average transactional value. So what I would suggest is to give them the free teeth whitening kit when they get a checkup and cleaning. Now, of course, the rates of that will vary office to office. I do recommend, maybe don't doing full price. If it's like say a $350, maybe do like a $197 or something like that. So we're going to enter 197. If you wanted to do it, less than that, you can definitely do that as well too. And we can play around with those numbers again. And then of course, the next is what is your average patient value per year? Now, with speaking with a number of dentists, I've heard, of course, all sorts of different numbers, but in this case, again, we want to be conservative and we're just going with an average number here. Let's say $750 per year per patient per average. Now you'll see, of course, that that's starting to plug in some numbers already in the calculations down below, but we're not quite done yet. Then of course, next we want to input the lifetime value of your patients. And of course, this is a really important number that you should know, because it will help justify the cost of some of your marketing and know how much you can spend in order to profitably acquire a new patient. Now again, this number I've seen vary so much from practice to practice, and of course depending on what different services that you offer. I mean, I've heard $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, sometimes even more, but again, we want to be super conservative, and maybe that they're not sticking around as long as they used to. So let's just say $2,000 lifetime patient value. So at $750, that's less than 3 years that they're sticking around for. So again, very conservative. And then from there, we can even calculate how many referrals and what the value of those referrals are. So what's cool is part of the system we've put together actually has a referral component, and of course of the people who respond, we can ask them for referrals, and basically offer them the same offer, right? So if any of your friends would also like free teeth whitening, just forward this message. They can call and book an appointment to get their teeth cleaned and examined and all that sort of good stuff. So again, let's go super conservative here, and let's say 0.03, which is 3%. So now underneath, you can see that the immediate database value based on 3% of people being interested, only 50% of those people actually showing up, and $197 exam and cleaning is $2,955 right off the get-go. So boom, quick cash injection of basically $3,000. Over the course of the year, $11,250. And over the lifetime is $30,000. So basically, like I said, 3 years in this case, but it could be a lot more. The immediate referral value, while that's not huge, it's only basically $88. Over the course of a year, you're picking up another $337.50, and again, $900 there for a total immediate patient value. So, right now, cash injection of your business, just over $3,000. The yearly is $11,500, and the lifetime value of the patients is basically $31,000. Now, again, that's being extremely conservative and on a pretty small list. So again, if you had, say, 3,000 people in that list who haven't been in the last 6 months, right now that puts up to $9,000, $35,000 per year additional revenue, and over $92,000 lifetime value. But let's go back to 1,000 here. Let's say that your lifetime patient value is more like $5,000, and now you've got over $77,000, right? What if, and let's put this back down to $2,000 because we want to be conservative. What if we had a little bit better of response rate? We got 5%. Well, boom, we're getting basically $5,000 up front, just under $19,000 a year, or just over $19,000 a year, I should say, with referrals, and over $51,000 lifetime, right? What if we still have a 3%, but we have a better show rate, something more like 65%, so 0.65. And that, again, that's totally realistic. We've got a good offer. We're following up with people, making sure they're coming in for their appointment. $3,900, basically $4,000, over $15,000 a year, over $40,000 lifetime. So again, we can play around with these numbers all day, but I think you're starting to get the idea here. There is a huge revenue boost waiting for you in your database, and just emailing them isn't enough. The system that we've got takes things way further and really puts your system on steroids, if you will, to uncover patients who need to come back in and to make them a great offer with free teeth whitening. Now, of course, you could do a number of different offers. That's just one example, but this just proves to show that being very conservative, there is a lot of money hiding in your database waiting for you to uncover it. So if what I just showed you gets you excited and you'd love to have a powerful marketing system that can generate revenue like this for your practice, then you can click the button down below this video, which will redirect you to my schedule page, where you can book a time on my calendar that works best for you and your schedule, so we can have a quick 15-minute call together to see if this system is a good fit for you and your practice. Of course, if you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out as well. I look forward to helping getting you more revenue for your practice. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.